New Pokemon, new features, same old intro. I'm pretty sure I've actually done this intro before. In any event, we've got some news. So for our first bit of news, more Gen 5 Pokemon will begin appearing in Pokemon Go, either out in the wild, in eggs, or in raids, and we'll also be seeing some more region-based Pokemon. Just a heads up, I do apologize if I butcher any of the Pokemon names throughout this reading, because I'm not fully familiar with how they're supposed to be pronounced, so just want to apologize that before we get into the list. In any event, for the Pokemon that will now be appearing in the wild, we have Roggenrola, Tympole, Dwebble, Trubbish, Karrablast, Joltik, Shelmet, and more. For Pokemon hatching from eggs, in 2km eggs we have Venipede and Dwebble. In 5km eggs, we have Roggenrola, Tympole, Trubbish, Karrablast, Joltik, and Shelmet. And in 10km eggs, we have Timburr, Tirtoga, Archon, and Axew. And for Pokemon appearing in raids, Timburr will now be featured in 1-star raids. And for the Pokemon that are region exclusives, in North America, South America, and Africa, you'll be able to get Throh either out in the wild or in 10km eggs. In Europe, Asia, and Australia, you'll be able to get Sock either out in the wild or in 10k eggs. In the southern United States region, as well as Mexico, Central America, the Caribbean, and South America, you can get Maractus out in the wild. For Egypt and Greece, you can get Sigilyph out in the wild. And for the Eastern Hemisphere, you'll encounter the red striped form of Basculin, and in the Western Hemisphere, you'll encounter the blue striped form of Basculin. So with all of these new Gen 5 Pokemon coming out, I wish you all best of luck in hunting down these new Pokemon, either in your encounters in the wild, through 1-star raids, or through all of those egg hatches. So for our next bit of news, an iconic feature in the main Pokemon series games will now be coming to Pokemon Go, and this mechanic is trade evolutions. So how this works is that if you trade off a Pokemon such as Kadabra, Machoke, Graveler, and Haunter to your friend will now be able to evolve those Pokemon to their final evolution for the low cost of 0 candies. So basically what this means is that if you still want to evolve your Machoke or your Haunter the old-fashioned way, you'll still be able to use 100 candies in order to get them to their final evolution. However, if you receive those Pokemon from a trade instead, you'll no longer need to use the 100 candies and will now basically be able to evolve them to their final form for free. Also worth noting is that if you've traded a Haunter or a Machoke or any of those Pokemon in the past, they will now be retroactively qualified for the no-cost evolution. So if you've been hanging on to that Haunter that your friend has traded with you for years now, and you've basically been just trying to get the candies to evolve it, you'll now be able to evolve it to Gengar for practically no candies. Also worth noting is that some of the new Gen 5 Pokemon will also be benefiting from the trade evolution feature, and these Pokemon are Boulder, Girder, Karrablast, and Shelmet. So ultimately it'll be very beneficial to capitalize on this trade evolution feature, not only to quickly fill out your Gen 5 Pokedex, but also to gain some of the more meta-relevant Pokemon in Pokemon Go. So that's all of the news I have for today. I wish you all best of luck in hunting those new Gen 5 Pokemon. I hope you get some good evolutions out of those trades. And I'll see you guys in the next video.